Hello everyone, I'm Andrew Tropin and today we are talking about plans for the nearest future. But let's first recap what we've been done over past few months. We was able to install the whole operating system and complete user environment with all configurations for all necessary programs using just a few commands. It was done using Nix, Nixos, Home Manager, and Flakes. After that, we was able to make a reproducible development environment for Python project, and we created a chatbot which was deployed to remote server over SSH. That means that we wrote the configuration for whole operating system. We packaged our Telegram bot as a package for this operating system and also declared a service which launched this bot inside the deployed operating system. And with one command we transferred this configuration to remote host and instantiated a working application on remote server, which is pretty cool. And last but not least, we switched from Nix and Nixos to Gix and Gix system, and also from Xorg to Wayland. But we not finished few things. We didn't do anything about state management. We was able to reproduce the environment, the configuration, but we didn't care about state at the moment. And it's something that we plan to do in next few weeks. Also, we didn't instantiate services for a project. For example, we didn't discuss how to manage a database for your development environment, who have to start it and who have to control it, and should be launched in container or just application in user space or something else. Also, we didn't cover secret management. When we deployed our application to remote server, we just hard-coded credentials inside the source code, which is not cool, but still solvable. And because we switched to Gix, it lacks few tools that are available for Nix and Nixos already. That is why we will need to re-implement or to implement some analog of Home Manager for managing your configurations. And in addition to that, we discussed in Stateless Auth stream that we need a separate tool for managing state, and we will have to implement it too. After that, we will be able to discuss some real-world application of all those tools. For example, credentials management. It's about how to manage your passwords, keys, SSH or GPG or any other keys that you use. And also, for example, how to take notes, where to store the data, how to synchronize it, and so on. Also, how to manage finances, almost the same way you manage your notes, and how to properly work with emails offline. Maybe something else. And last but not least, we will need to implement some tooling for managing projects. To instantiate a project from a template, to be able up and running in a few seconds with new, almost configured project. Also, we need a dependency management, which already done with Gix Package Manager, but some improvements also required. For example, transparent package manager. It's something when you already have a package manager for a language, for example Poetry, and manage the dependencies with this package manager. But after that, after log file created with all exact versions of all packages, you can instantiate environment using Gix Package Manager instead of Poetry Package Manager. It is useful because you will be managing the whole development environment and all the dependencies, even in few different languages with only one package manager instead of few package managers. But under the hood, it will be a wrapper around some other package managers, maybe for generating log files or graph dependencies. But it doesn't matter, because for the end user it will look as a one package manager for all the environments, for all the languages. And obviously we discussed that we didn't cover service manager for development environments. It will be relatively easy. I hope it will be relatively easy to do it with Shepherd, which is a service management tool for geeks, to do service management for a separate project, to run database or maybe cache or maybe some other required programs that should be run during runtime of your application. And obviously state management for the project. For example, you have a snapshot of database which updates from time to time, and you need to synchronize this state to your local machine to be able to run tests properly. Something small but also useful, I think. And one thing that I would like to ask you, if you have any feedback or comments, contact me via email or in IRC or any other web resources and give this feedback to me. And also, if you are a regular user of Hacker News or Reddit, I will be glad to see some discussions here. I rarely visit it, but I read it from time to time. And I hope you enjoyed this short video, and see you next year.